Imagine this. You're standing in your kitchen. You clearly remember putting your keys on the table, but now they're gone. You ask your partner, and they say, "You never put them there. Are you feeling okay? You've been forgetful lately." A knot forms in your stomach. You're sure, but suddenly you're not. This isn't just forgetfulness. It's something darker, something calculated. This is gaslighting, a psychological manipulation so subtle, so corrosive. It doesn't just change your mind, it rewires your reality.
The term gaslighting originates from a 1944 film called Gaslight. In it, a man slowly manipulates his wife into believing she's going insane. He dims the gaslights in their home, and when she points it out, he insists she's imagining things. The purpose? To break her grip on reality so completely that she relies solely on him. That's the blueprint. But gaslighting didn't stay in fiction. Today, it shows up in toxic relationships, family dynamics, workplaces, even governments. And the scariest part? Most people don't even realize it's happening until it's too late. Let's explore how gaslighting works, why it's used, and what it does to the human mind. To understand gaslighting, we have to step into the mind of the manipulator and the victim. The manipulator often displays traits of the dark triad: narcissism, Machiavellianismo, psychopathia. They gaslight to control, to dominate, to erode someone's sense of self until the victim doubts their own memory, perception, even sanity. Let me tell you a story. Sarah met Mark at a party. Charming, confident, protective, almost too perfect. At first, everything was magical, but slowly, things changed. She'd express how she felt, and he'd say, "You're too sensitive." She'd recall an argument, and he'd reply, "That never happened." She started journaling just to keep track of reality, because reality itself was becoming slippery. Mark isolated her from friends subtly. "They don't like me, do they? They're jealous of what we have." It wasn't yelling. It wasn't violence. It was confusion. Slowly, Sarah became a shell of who she once was. And it all began with 3 simple tools: denial of facts, twisting the narrative, undermining trust in self. Gaslighting is psychological warfare without visible wounds. The breaking point came when Sarah called her best friend in tears, whispering, "Am I going crazy?" Her friend didn't try to fix her, she just listened. And then she said, "You're not crazy. He is manipulating you. Look at your journal." Sarah flipped through the pages. Entry after entry revealed the pattern. He said, "I'm too emotional." He told me I misremembered again. He made me feel like I was the problem. That's the power of documenting your truth. When your mind is under siege, your own words can become lifelines. Sarah didn't escape immediately, but that night planted a seed. She started reclaiming her voice piece by piece. She researched gaslighting, spoke with a therapist, reconnected with friends, and slowly the fog began to lift. Gaslighting doesn't end when the relationship ends. It lingers in your nervous system. It makes you second-guess yourself in everyday situations. But here's the truth. Healing is possible. Victims of gaslighting can rebuild their sense of reality, but it takes time, validation, and support. Here's what works. Name it. Understanding you're being gaslit breaks the spell. Write it down. Journaling restores clarity and creates a timeline of truth. Set boundaries. Limit exposure to the manipulator. Their power fades without access. Seek therapy. Trauma-informed therapy can rewire the damage. And, most importantly, believe it yourself, even if no one else does. Your intuition isn't broken. It was buried under someone else's lies. Gaslighting is a sinister art, not loud, but lethal. It doesn't demand obedience. It suggests doubt. It whispers lies until they sound like your own thoughts. But once you see the pattern, you can never unsee it. You are not crazy. You are not overreacting. You're awakening. And awareness is the beginning of freedom. If you've been gaslit, know this. Your reality is yours. No one else has the right to edit it. And the moment you trust yourself again, truly, the manipulator loses all their power. If this resonated with you, if you've ever questioned your reality, know this. You're not alone. Subscribe for more deep dives into the hidden corners of the mind, because knowledge isn't just power, it's protection. Comment below if you've witnessed gaslighting or survived it. Your story might be the lifeline someone else needs.